So I learned, this is all a learning lesson, that my camera is on a setting where it stops recording after 30 minutes. So after you film a 30-minute, they call it movie, it just automatically stops recording. So good to know. As I continue to film, maybe do more vlogs, I'll keep that in mind. Or I try to figure out how to change that setting. But good to know. Good to know. Okay, I'm going to take my camera outside and show you guys how I film for my workout videos. I film on my phone, typically. I could do my camera, now I know. But I feel like my phone's easier because a lot of times when I do like my introductions and stuff, I write it down, I have notes, and I have a teleprompter app, and I can like read the teleprompter from my phone. Also, it's easier to like just get access and like move things around. And also like my phone, I have a 15, it shoots in 4K, just like my camera does, high quality. It's the same quality, so it's like, why not just shoot on my phone versus like having the Canon. And then I also have a microphone that goes on my phone that's not necessarily on my camera right now. Again, as I continue to like evolve and get better and do more, I'm going to invest in better quality equipment. But you know, we're starting off humble beginnings. And this is so funny. Side note, not requested but shared. I really want, like, it's always been my dream. I've done acting and things like that. I'm in acting classes. I've been doing acting for a long time in my life. And now as I've gotten older, I've been like diving more into it. But of course, like nowadays, acting is different than what it used to look like. With the advent of like social media and just like it's a different ball game. And it's just so funny how like my desire has always been like I want to have my own TV show. Like that's my own talk show because I love to talk. And as I'm getting more and more, this whole conversation is about me being more vulnerable and opening up and like sharing. It's just so funny how like as I've been doing this, I'm like, wow, like you are self-producing your own talk show. This is what it is. It's the Alyssa Show. Alignment with Alyssa, my Pilates, but this is the Alyssa Show. Okay, and she's coming from humble beginnings. She's starting off small, but she's gonna grow. Okay, she's gonna get big. Mark my words. Mally's agreeing with me. Mark my words. She's gonna be huge in a few, however long it takes. Okay, God's gonna bless this. It's gonna just take off. So I'm excited. If you're excited, if you want to see how that goes down, comment, like, subscribe, continue to be a part of it because I need every single one of you to invest in the expansion of my dream of the Alyssa Show. We can workshop the name, but this is happening. So I'm just like so proud of myself because again, this has been on my vision board. I have this list in my phone of like everything I ever want out of life. I just like any small thing, anything I ever want out of life, I just write it down on my phone. And a lot of it has come true. A lot of it's come true and it hasn't looked like I thought it would. But if I like step back and I'm like, you're actually doing it, or like you're closer to it, or like you're on your way, like God is just so good that He literally gives us the desires of our hearts. It's in the Word. Like He says it and it's true. It happens. So like, I'm just so proud of myself. I'm so proud. Okay, let's go outside. Hello and welcome to today's vlog. Never filmed a vlog before. I see that the girls love it. I love watching vlogs, so I was like, you know what, let me share some of my life. Getting ready to film my Pilates video today. I'm doing a reformer workout on the mat. So I'm just getting camera ready. It's Sunday. I think February 16th. I've never done this before. I get shy in front of the camera sometimes, and I have to like warm myself up. I understand that like, I don't know, vlogs are such a good way to like get people to know you and to share, of course, your life and like who you are and share your personality. So I was like, let me get into that. I've been watching my favorite YouTubers for years. Some of them I just like only watch their content and I don't really like watch their vlogs. And then some I love watching their vlogs because I like seeing their lives and I like learning more about them and watching their personality. I really love, there's only like a few people who I like watching their vlogs, although I do subscribe and watch a lot of different videos. I only have like about, I think 2 people who are really like watching their vlogs on YouTube. And sometimes they're not the most consistent, but that makes me more excited when like they actually do come out and share a vlog. Anyways, I'll get into that in a second, but I'm using Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner and this Dermalactives Triple Power Collagen Moisturizer. I got this in my Ipsy, and they said this is like $150 moisturizer. I don't know why. It's a cute moisturizer, it works, it really hydrates my skin, but not for $150. Like I wouldn't pay that for that. But it works well. I use it, I'm grateful for it, but like $150 no. And then, so after I put my moisturizer on, I got back with one more round of toner. I use SPF. I get a little lazy with it, and I just get lazy with it, which I shouldn't, but today I just am. I put my toner on last because it like makes my skin just so much more hydrated again, which is like perfect for my base for what we're about to do. Now, I don't really go crazy with the makeup because, again, I'm just filming a Pilates video. I'm not trying to like go out with my friends or anything, so it doesn't need to be that much. I just want to like look awake. I want to look put together. I like using this e.l.f. Dew Stick, Daily Dew Stick. It's brightening. It just adds a lot of like brightness under the eye. And it also like helps the concealer to stick. So I like this. Okay, back to the YouTubers who I watch on vlogs. I like Aaliyah's Face. She's one of my favorites. She's honestly like the first vlogger I watched. So I watched her like, she used to do, like she does makeup videos, and she used to do like wig videos back in the day. I used to watch those. Although I don't really wear wigs, but like I just like watching her put them on. And then, you know, she used to do like hauls and stuff, like a lot of like beauty and fashion stuff. So I like watching her. And then she's, you know, she was doing vlogs, and I watched her vlogs. I thought she was funny. I liked her attitude and her personality. One of my favorite content creators. And then I really love Sai De Silva. I watched her vlogs on YouTube before she was on Real Housewives. I just thought what she did was so cool. Like she came up randomly for me one day, and then like, I don't know, I like never saw her or heard of her. This was like probably like 3 or 4 years ago. Maybe time just flies. Like it's crazy when you think about like 3 or 4 years ago. Okay, I'm putting concealer all over. Not like all over as like foundation, but this is just like a concealer that's like the same shade as my face, so it's not really like concealing or brightening. So I just use this like kind of like all over for more coverage, kind of like a foundation, but like not a foundation, less coverage. This is the Liss, one of my favorite brands. I wish I owned it. Liss, the Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. It's not brightening for me because it's not my shade to be brightening. So I just put it all over. And I'll use this one today. This is the One Size Turn Up the Base, the Butter Silk Concealer. And I just put that, dot that underneath. That one's also not, well, it works. It gets the job done. Anyways, where's this one? So yeah, I watch Side Silva. She's one of my favorites. I liked watching her because I just like watching her life. And I also like, I don't know, I just, what she does for work is so cool to me. She's like really into the fashion. I am a fashion girl. Like, although my channel is not like centered around that, it's centered around Pilates because that's what I'm like currently going through in my life right now with getting my Pilates certification. But I love fashion, I love beauty, I love hair, I love makeup, I love it all, and I really hope to like integrate that into my channel. And I plan to somehow, some way, once I like kind of figure it out. But again, this is like my channel right now is supposed to be about like my current life. And right now in my current life, I am working on my Pilates certification. But I love that about her channel, and I love watching all of her like fashion content and stuff like that. I don't know, of course I'm still like new to YouTube and new to content creation as a whole. All of my social media since I've had it, which was like 6th grade, first time I got on Facebook, I never had MySpace. I had Facebook, and then, you know, Snapchat, Instagram, all the above. I rarely go on Facebook or Snapchat. I had beef with Instagram for like the last like at least, I don't even know how many years. So I'm not the most active on there either, but I'm trying to be. That's the thing. Like this year for myself, I've really made a point to become more like vulnerable, which is like a years long journey of mine. And while I'm doing my makeup, I guess I can explain. It's like it's been a long journey, okay? Not only like becoming more vulnerable like online, but just becoming more vulnerable in general. I was very guarded. Let's put it that way. I have been very guarded. Just some background about me. I lived in Los Angeles for the past 10 years. I'm originally from the East Coast. I moved from Maryland. I moved from Maryland to Chicago for high school. Lived in Chicago my high school years, and then I moved to Los Angeles when I was 18 for college. I went to Marymount, and I just stayed there. I'm 28 now. And I stayed there for the past 10 years. And my family lived like on the East Coast for the most part. There's a lot more, and one day maybe I'll get into like a deep dive story time of my life. But that's just like the gist. So I don't know, a lot of people who live in LA complain about how like fake and phony and like not sincere LA is, and you can understand that. I've always like justified that by being like, LA is just full of people. There's a lot of natives, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, not even the most part, LA is full of a lot of people who are just like not from there, or not natives. So you have to think, a lot of people like think about like historically what Western expansion was. Like it was to like escape your previous conditions and like go somewhere new with like the hopes of like starting over, starting fresh, and like reinventing yourself. And in present day and age, that's still, you know, the intention behind like going west, going to LA, going to Hollywood. People go there to like reinvent themselves. So or like escape where you're coming from. I know I did at 18, and it wasn't even like in a malicious way. It was just like, I'm 18, I want to just do something new. Like everything I've ever known, like I want to start over. Like, I want to like experience all the things. I want to like meet all the people. I want to do everything. At 18, I'm on my own for the first time. I live across the country from my family. Like, of course. Of course. But long story short, and I'll kind of like talk more about that, I guess, because if you're interested, I'd love to like kind of deep dive into that a little bit more. But right now, I'm just saying, like, what does that residually do when you live there for like 10 years? That makes you like way more guarded. You become very like, especially like working in entertainment. I worked in entertainment, I worked in media, I worked in advertising. Like, you learn how to like create a production and like a facade, right? And you like kind of shut yourself up for being like vulnerable. And like I said, that's kind of where that attitude of not being open and like not being sincere or being like genuine comes from. I don't even know if I'm like sharing what I'm doing. Okay, now I have this, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I really like this because I knew the trend was to like get into like the pink setting powder, and I wasn't sure about that at first. I was like, let me get something like e.l.f. to just like ensure, like see if I like it or not. Okay, filming this on a camera takes so much battery. My mom and I went to Cooper's Hawk last night. A bunch of bottles of wine, and move that to the side because we're gonna make my matcha, my daily matcha. Anyways, where did I leave off? I don't even know if you can hear me. There's an echo in here. Like, this is still first time. I don't even know if I'm like focused. My camera's on autofocus. Should be focusing on me. I don't know. This is all for practice. Like, I keep telling myself that. I'm just experimenting. I'm trying to see what works, what doesn't work. Literally, I only like filmed getting myself ready, and I already used like half of my camera battery. So how do you guys do this? Like, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna make my matcha, set my tea kettle here to green tea, and I get out my matcha ingredients. I have more. I will get a glass and put some ice. My terrorist of a dog here wants to just interrupt and cause problems. I think he's hungry. He probably hasn't been fed lunch yet, so that's probably why he's causing issues. There he is. Say hi to Bentley. So I'll feed him in a second. Anyways, hopefully you can hear me over the kettle. I do this. But yeah, back to my college experience. So yeah, like being around all this wealth was new for me. And I didn't, like, there's times when I felt like, damn, like I'm not as wealthy and inferior, but it wasn't like an overarching thing. I think until I got to be in my like 20s and like graduated and like went into like the working world, because like in college we're all broke. So like, well, I mean, like some of my friends, like I said, are not broke, but it's still like, it's not your money, it's your parents' money. So that's good. Like, you know, that's always to be understood. Gotta heat up my chasm. That's like always to be understood. So I don't know, I don't think in college I felt that way as much. But when I got to the working force, the working world, I'm around people who like were not wealthy. Although LMU is like known in LA by the people who know. Like it's an affluent school. It's a private school, so they kind of expect you to, like, the people I was working with, like, oh, you must be like this, like, you know, they expect that. When I come to work in my like 2010 Prius that's like poorly like taken care of because I don't know how to like fucking get a oil changes and stuff like that. Like, they're just kind of like, you're probably not like as well off as possible. And there's just like that weird LA of like, you know, that weird, it's just, again, sizing you up for like who you are and how you look and what you dress, like how you dress and what you have and the car you drive and all those things. Like, status mattered. And again, I worked in advertising, so it kind of mattered a lot, because again, like, it's the entertainment industry, like your looks are everything. Like, anyways, so that was difficult for me. I'm making my matcha. I feel like I need more. Anyways, that was difficult for me because, I don't know, it just made me like not want to like share and be open about my life. Oh, fuck. Like, share and be open about my life, and like, it just made me like want to be more, I don't want to say guarded, but more like close to like, you know, just not be so open about, like, kind of like live above in a different, you know, in a different way. I think when I was in school, I would definitely live above my means. I didn't know the value of money. I had like small jobs in school, like on campus and stuff, and I had like internships and stuff. I'm not making my own money. My parents are paying for me to go to school primarily, so I didn't know like how to, like, I didn't know until I got my first paycheck and had to start paying my student loans. I had no idea. I had no idea. Anyways, so I use maple syrup in my matcha, MSM powder, L-glutamine. These are just my daily supplements. MSM is for my hair, skin, and nails. And it's really for joint health, and I'm grateful for that. I don't have arthritis or anything, so, you know, but it's mostly for my hair, skin, and nails. L-glutamate. Glutamine, this is for workout recovery and gut health. Since I do a lot of exercise, I like to put that in. It helps my gut, and it helps with recovery. And I like to use plant oat milk. I know people have their own opinions about whatever milk, but I like oat milk. I like the Barista Lovers one because it's just the thickest and the most creamy. And I put maple syrup in my matcha, and then I whisk it, and I put it into my oat milk. And that is my matcha. I drink this every morning. And the ice gets stuck in my eyes. So I drink that every morning. This matcha I have, which is the matcha kari, not my favorite one. I mean, it's good, but it's very subtle. I've tried other types, and this one is like the most subtle. No matter how much, I could do like 10 scoops, and I still have it's just not a strong matcha flavor. It's very like, it's a very subtle flavor. But I don't matcha. I drink it in like 30 seconds. Let me put some, get all the drops. With my matcha, I also like to take flaxseed oil. This is good for your gut, for digestive health. It's just, there's a lot of benefits. I taste like shit though. Oh my god, it's so gross. So I have to chase it. Man, I drink my matcha too fast. I'm like, it's already gone. And the other end I savor it, but when it comes to straw, it's so hard. anyways, I don't think I ever really got to the end of my story explaining why it could be difficult to like open up. I don't know, it was difficult for me, like, to be vulnerable with like I guess like the older you get, like so many relationships not working out, friendships and stuff, you learn how to like be a little bit more guarded, not so like open with your heart or your emotions or your ideas, or like, you know, you learn how to like just keep some things inside internally. I lost a lot of friends. I think around 2020, like, my life changed. I got let go from my job right before COVID. The last time I worked in corporate America. And after that, I just like went ghost. I didn't really know what to do because like this was just such a like devastating blow to like my ego at the time, although it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I didn't know what I wanted. I was always like touted myself as like an overachiever, and that was like my identity at this point in my life. I don't know what I'm doing ever. Like every other time in my life, like I knew what I wanted, and I've never been through something where I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what I want. And it's a few years like of self-discovery, and it was great. I needed to go through that because at 28, I'm still like kind of going through that. It's been such a like long process. It started when I was like 23, 24, and now I'm on the tail end of my 20s. It's just crazy how like time flies. And I just was like, I don't know what I want to do. I thought I knew. I thought I wanted this. I thought I wanted that, and now here I am. So like when you're going through all that like wondering and questioning, it's very hard to be vulnerable in that, like honest and open, because you see, and again, not only like be comparative because you understand like your journey is different, but you do see some people who you used to relate to, like your close friends, and like they know what they want to do. They have things that they feel like it's figured out. Like they're in relationships, they're like going to grad school, like they're doing all this stuff, where I was in that like same space, and then like completely rug pulled underneath, went a different direction. So then now like the friends that you had who felt like they knew what they wanted, you might not relate to anymore because like, I don't know, and you try to talk to them about it, and like, and they can't offer that because they haven't been through that. So I learned how to become like really like I internalized a lot, like really shut myself in. I lost a lot of friends, you know. We just were no longer compatible. No one might have been like anything right or wrong, and at the time it would have been like so like personal, but like, in hindsight you realize it's like not as personal. It just was like we just don't relate anymore, and that's fine, and it's for the best. You move on and you just wish them the best, and they wish you the best. But again, you like that kind of like made me like internalize and like become more like guarded and not being able to like open up and be vulnerable. And dating, that became a thing. Like I just could not like open myself up to date for so long. I like look at the guys I dated, I just like couldn't ask them for help or like let them know what's going on in my life. Wouldn't even like invite them to my apartment. Just like I just wanted to keep everything in like a very like controlled space because that's where I just felt safe. So what happened last year, like moving here with my mom and like having to go through that whole situation. It's so crazy how my camera already has died. It was fully charged when I started filming, and the battery's already died. But I have another battery, so, and that one's like half charged. So my other one's charging right now as I'm using this battery to film this. So here's my setup, a portion of it. I'm going to set my stuff up, and then I'm going to use this camera to show how I'm going to film. You'll see. Anyways, I actually have a vlogging camera. This is like an actual like, the one I'm using right now is a Canon, like DSLR. I have like a vlogging like hand, like it's a digital like camera, also kind of like a DSLR, but it's like smaller, more compact, Sony, and it's like, it has like a front, like a flip up monitor, so you can like see yourself. Like, you know, you can like hold it like this and you can like see yourself on the monitor because it flips up. But it's in my storage in LA. I don't know why I didn't grab it, so I'm gonna have to go get that when I go back, because that would be a lot easier than using this Canon, but right now I have like all the equipment. I've had all the equipment to do all this years ago. Like I said, God has really been like orchestrating this whole thing for a very long time. It just like took my own confidence to get started, because I have all the equipment. I bought all the equipment. I have it all. I know how to do it. I know how to edit. I have everything. It's just that like and I took years of me getting it. I know how to work my camera. Like I do photo shoots and stuff like that. Like I know how to do all this. It's just been like I just been a pussy. But here I am doing it. So I put on my mat right here. Today I'm gonna use some kettle whatever over there. I only have one tripod right now. I wish I had another tripod. I might need to buy another one so I can use this one to film and do the whole thing, but right now I only have one tripod, so I'm gonna have to take my camera off and use my phone to put the tripod. But I'm waiting for my iPad to charge, because my iPad has all my notes for class. I like need to see my agenda and like everything I like, you know, the whole outline as I film, because I forget what I said I'm gonna do and like what I'm gonna do. So that's charging right now a little bit. I'm gonna wait till it gets to like 10% and then I'll swap it out. This camera is already almost dead too, which is crazy because it's like, what the hell? These batteries go so fast. So I have two batteries. One is charging. I'm using this one. We'll see, child, because like this goes by too fast. Again, I'm new to this. Bear with me. This is going to be so entertaining when we look back on it. So I'm just waiting for my stuff to charge, and we'll reconvene and get started. I'm trying to decide where I should put my camera to show my filming. Again, without the tripod. I just need another tripod. Maybe I'm gonna order one right now. Then I can like film me filming. That'll be so cool. I could do more. I want one of those tripods where you can, where it like moves. That would be cool. Okay. I don't know which one to get. I got this one. This is not the same one. July 2023. Okay. This one is for a smartphone. A gimbal. That's what I want. A gimbal stabilizer. Okay. So I ordered some new equipment. I ordered a new tripod and a gimbal for vlogging, since I'm now starting to vlog. Hopefully that will help me get some more high quality. As you're doing this and you go down like that rabbit hole on YouTube, I'm like, oh my god, I need a $600 digi. I need a new like a $600 gimbal. Like I need all this equipment, and I'm like, girl, you gotta like start small and invest. If maybe that'll be interesting content to see. So I really, of course, I'm like, I want to invest all this and get like really good equipment, but I'm trying to pace myself, start strong, because again, I don't want to like, I've done this a million times before where I buy all this equipment and it just sits collecting dust. But at least now I have it when I need it, which is right now. So I got another tripod so I can use one as I film and then one as I film. Maybe I could do different angles of filming. I don't know. The opportunities are limitless. This is fun, right? Like now that I do this in a way that's like taking the pressure off of like trying to be perfect, like it is so much fun trying to like, especially because this is stuff I'm interested in, production, I love, like I said, I love acting. I'm so into like film production, and like I just putting on a production. Like it is so fun, like seeing the different equipment and like just creating and producing some content. So like I am really enjoying this. Like it is getting my creative juices flowing. It is fun, like getting involved in something creatively and creating something. You know, it is a lot of fun. I encourage anyone who is like interested or like even thinking about something like this, like just give it a try. You know, there's no pressure. It's not like I'm advertising this to the world. I want people to come and enjoy it, but like through your own free will. I want you to like look at it because you're interested in Pilates, because you're interested in what I'm doing, you're interested in my same interest, not because like, you know, like you have to support me because you're my friend or something like that. Like no, I want the people to gravitate to this, who like feel a gravitational pull, who really enjoy it and like who want to learn more and like go on this journey with me. It's not meant for everyone, but I want the people who it's meant for, like really for it to find them, because this is super fun for me. It might not be fun for everyone, but like it is kind of fun, like okay, using this and like creating this, like let's do this, like just I don't know, I haven't been like inspired in a while in life in this way, so I'm just excited for myself. And like let's see, right now I'm just using what I got, working with what I have, but I'm investing as much as I can back into this, and let's just see how it turns up. Like maybe like a year from now, 2 years from now, I'm gonna do my best, like, you know, continue to stay consistent and stuff. But, like, let's see where it goes. Like, I'm trying to grow it. Like, I just can't wait to get like better quality and like, but also like learn. Like I said, I learned a new function on the camera I have. I've used this camera for years, and I use it for like photography, for taking photos of myself. I take photos of my friends and my family and stuff. But I don't even know. I've never used it for like video, so I had no idea that there was like a 30-minute limit. But now I know. So thanks. I still have it. I set up, but I still haven't started filming my Pilates video. Still waiting for my iPad to charge. My tripod for this comes in tomorrow, so maybe I'll like do another vlog tomorrow with that tripod and like see the difference, you know. But for right now, I think I just got to set my camera up on the couch or the table somehow safely and just like see what I can do in that way. But let me go check my iPad, see if it's charged, see if this other battery is charged enough to like get some things going, and then I'll swap it out and we'll start filming. Okay. Okay. It kind of always looks off center, and it kind of freaks me out, but we're trusting that it's fine. Okay, let's get started. I need one of those remotes. I have one in my storage that's not helping me here, but like one of those remotes to just do. So I gotta go up to the screen and press record. Oh Lord. Hey everyone, welcome back to Alignment with Alyssa. Today we're going to be doing an upper body workout. So thank you for watching how I film my videos. Lord, I'm getting better. I'm getting so much better. I can just see the progression. Like I feel so much more comfortable and natural. It goes so much quicker. I know how to like do workouts now, and I don't like stumble over what I'm trying to say as much anymore. And I get like the workouts out. I used to like take like 10 minutes to do one workout. Now I can do like 2 minutes, which is so much easier for like editing. Anyways, so thanks for watching this. This might be where I end this vlog, today's Sunday vlog. I'm just gonna go make some El Morzo, and I wish maybe I'll film it. I don't know, we'll see. If not, then this is the end of today's vlog. I'm just gonna go, you know, get some lunch and upload all this and edit it, and probably watch A Different World. That's what I've been watching right now on Netflix. It just came out. What do you guys watch on Netflix? I just finished A Good Place. I watched it like a few times. So yeah, that's what I'm doing on this Sunday. What are you guys doing? I want to try to start doing like more vlogs. Maybe I might try vlogging tomorrow. Let's try this again. My tripod and my new gimbal is gonna come in tomorrow, so that's gonna make it a lot easier to vlog. But let's just see how this shapes out. I already announced it in my video, so it's gonna have to come. It's gonna have to happen. So we're gonna try to make it happen. So anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today for the amount of time we hung out today, and we'll see how this continues to go and do more later. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe.